Welcome back, guys, to Trails of Cold Steel 3, where last episode we found a flawless jade shell on the beach for the task Lovely Jaded, earning an evergreen for our troubles before we turn to face the supreme giant isopod to complete our mandatory job. However, starting to head back, we encountered some moving Jaegers, and now follow them to find out what they're up to so near to Ordis.
Right, do I get a bit more CP? That's probably spending CP on that guy, though. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Moving slightly out of the way.
Let's wipe him out!
Break through! Sledgehammer!
Kurt's only 144 CP. That's not exactly good.
Get back! Very well.
Got an instant kill again.
Yeah!
Alright, great Kurt.
It's down.
Not killing it allows Rean to get his up. 166.
I got this.
Actually, no one's going to have this. Actually, you can have this, but what we'll do is we will swap your link with Rean. Actually, you're going to kill it, aren't you?
It's down!
Good job.
An opening!
Nearly 200 CP.
Those were some good moves, Ash. You expect anything else?
Good job. Just barely hung on. Oh yeah, let's not go this way.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more CP too, you know. I think he's probably at 200% by now. Yeah. Okay, after big monster that did lots of stats effects to us, which I think the saving grace of that was that I had a red emblem equipped to Rean. It's kind of insane because I don't normally equip that, but I did, and that just saved my life. Let's go down this side road.
Confirmed targets are on the move. They should be just beyond here.
20 arch from targets. Take care.
Now who could they be?
Can I crouch in the brush to get closer? Use the camera angle to look third person around the corner. There. What do we do, instructor? Just your training taught you. Cover the exits. Altina, Ash, think you can circle around? Understood. Done and done. He just runs up the cliff, yeah, sure. So what did you learn about the dragon's formation? It's just as we thought. Hardly any guards around the detour. If we can get behind them and take the area to the southwest, we should be able to take them out with a surprise attack. Don't move! What the? Enemies? Ah. Please do not move. Gotta watch your back, man. Women and children. Wait, those uniforms. You're the students, aren't you? Why would you have that puppet? We're Class 7, Special Operations of Thors Military Academy's branch campus. We note your suspicious activities while on our patrol. Care to explain yourselves? Rean Schwarzer, the Ashen Chevalier himself. What the hell are you doing here? They certainly seem like professionals, in a way. Yeah, and it seems that they've got a bone to pick with me. On the contrary, we don't have anything against you. I could even say we're grateful to you in a sense. What? Well, as long as you stand with the Empire, we can't allow you to get in our way. If you stand against us, we'll take you down. Targets confirmed as Jaegers. Begin suppressive maneuvers. Command links on. Watch out for counterattacks. Yes, sir.
What a passionate foe.
It's not how I describe them, but okay. Can we break troops like this? Oh, I guess we need to scan them too. Jaeger rifles and Jaeger greatswords. Kind of want to send Kurt into the middle of all this.
Break through! Sledgehammer!
Just wondering how I want to start this off. Use a cache insight. I could cast Analyze and get one of them that way. Means I still have another move after all. A Jaeger equipped with a blade, he throws himself into the fight, eliminating his targets.
I'm up!
Do I want to cast Insight instead then, maybe? Shining, yeah. You can only hit 3, though. I mean, I guess I could leave you to it, but Rean's got to never go anyway. We just wasted Sledgehammer, by the way. Pretty much. Oh, well, I'll just buff spell everyone.
I'm going.
That'll be fine, right? Don't know why I'm doing what I'm doing here. See, I could have cast Shining. Oh, I actually would have been behind them. We're setting up in a way that would mean that we just probably wreck them on the turn after, you know?
I'll leave it to you. I'll handle it.
So that'll be fine. So we've already scanned the Purple Jaeger Greatsword. Let's scan the Purple Jaeger Rifle.
Search mode activate. Detailed information
Jaeger equipped
obtained.
with firearms. He throws himself into the fight, eliminating his targets.
My turn.
And now Ash, you're out. For Yuna,
Tag out.
Leave it to me.
who will be close enough to use Gemini Blast, hit all of them, and debuff them, hopefully.
You can't escape. Fire!
Ha! Huh.
I don't know why I'm doing it this way, but we are setting up in a way that we can just dodge, and then we'll be able to counterattack really hardcore.
Yeah. Take that.
Oh, you hit in the back.
I shall go.
I'm guessing I don't have anything to impede you. And I could try and delay you and all. I mean, I could just literally swap for Ash, can I?
Switch.
I'm up.
Are you too far away? Oh, damn. I got that wrong. Right, you're going over here.
You're mine.
Out the way. Everyone else has got impede after all. Miss, miss, miss. Look at the inside power. Oh, I got
Let's
hit.
go.
Break through! Sledgehammer!
It's my turn.
That impede was pretty good. I stick out the front runners then.
Get back. It's down.
It's mine!
Let's go.
Tempest Edge, maybe? Depends how many I can get. Twilight Blaze doesn't have a high break coefficient.
Strike.
It's my turn!
Alright, that's one broken. But it looks like even though I've broken him, he's actually going again?
An opening.
Broke.
Sure.
Wow, loads of them are going to go again. I didn't think that would be the thing, but it is.
Hey, you. Rest in peace. It's down. Too slow.
You're attacking the one target
Not
without the
today.
stuff. Counterattack, yes.
Very well.
Doesn't seem to do the crazy damage that I hoped it would do. Right, so now everyone's came way too close. Come on, I can get all three, can I? I can only get two. I mean, technically, Rean will line attack these ones, so...
Break through! Sledgehammer!
Let's leave Rean to finish off some of these.
My turn.
Rain slash these guys up here.
Strike. There. It's mine. I'm up.
One Crimson Slash should hit 3 targets.
Crimson Slash. It's down.
It's mine!
But weirdly, I've only taken down one. He's healing.
Take that.
They've got some annoying abilities then. Oh yeah, please hit Kurt. He can't be
I
hit.
got this.
Oh, he's out of range because he's big, stupid. That's just annoying.
You're mine.
Here I go!
One more broken.
Our chance!
One Jaeger is
An
now,
opening!
unfortunately, a frozen popsicle in the middle of all this.
Let's go.
This guy's trying new spells. That's not going to work for you, I'm afraid. Let's just keep sledgehammering. They're all like lined up so nicely. What is with this,
Let's go.
like, weird choreography we have between our people when we're all staggered?
It's down.
It's mine!
I mean, it's working really well for me.
Let's go.
Can't complain in that sense, but still. We're just lined up in this weird fashion.
Yeah.
I think you could just break and finish that guy.
My turn.
These poor foes.
Yeah. Too slow.
Should probably gone for the other target though. Okay, didn't dodge.
Let's go.
I gotta say, for Jaegers, they're significantly weaker than the Jaegers we fought in the past.
Let's go. Raging fire formation. It's my turn. Crimson slash. Now.
It's mine!
Why you? A pity.
We did it, instructor!
Yeah, that was perfect.
They just have an absolute ton of HP. Alright, Altina levels up.
All right, got it.
A helix can now be used. Wait, that's a series of burning slashes that end with a tornado of flames. Is that an S-craft or a normal
Stats
craft?
updated.
What craft is that? It didn't have any details. Damn, we're so focused on the Ashen Chevalier that we took the students too lightly. We should have accounted for that. So these are Jaegers, huh? They're pretty tough. If they keep coming, we'll just keep kicking their asses. You're capable fighters. You must be from some high-rank corps. But which one? I know which ones. Instructor! 2 o'clock. Get back! Clem Soleil. Okay, that's a bit problematic. There's a lot of new enemies. Oh! Seems the shoe is on the other foot. I was wondering why you hadn't rendezvoused, but I never would have expected you were being held up by the Ashen Chevalier. I think we'd run into you so far from home. I'll ask you again. Who are you, and how would you know me? Your armaments, your uniforms. Can't say I've seen them before. You don't deserve any answers. You won't die today, Chevalier, but we're not letting you go unharmed. We didn't come all this way just to have you spoil things after all. All units, prepare to withdraw. I'll cut you an escape route. But, hell no. I'm not about to owe you one.
That's as far as you go. Yeah!
He's quick. Uses.
Go!
Another puppet?
Wait, isn't that...
Million!
It seems my bad feeling was correct.
1, 2, 3. It's gonna be hard to catch them all.
You have the advantage in numbers, but we've already broken your formation. Are you sure you want to continue this?
Stand down. We've lost enough men for one day.
D4, S5.
Flash grenade! Everyone down!
No!
Get back here, you bastards!
Ashen Chevalier, students of Thors.
You've bested us once. It will not happen again.
We lost them. Damn it!
Flash grenades? I wasn't expecting that.
If only we could have reacted more quickly.
They outfoxed us. We weren't good enough. Yes, we were. We all came out of the situation unharmed. Let's learn from this mistake.
Right!
Very well.
I won't repeat this error.
Whatever. I see you're putting all that positivity to good use, Rean.
It's like you were born to be an instructor.
It's good to see you, Eustace. You too, Milliam. What's it been? 2 months? But hold on. Weren't you supposed to arrive tonight?
Our airship was ready earlier than we'd anticipated. And as a result, We just landed at Ordis Airport minutes ago.
But as soon as we did, we heard from Patrick and came after you. It was a total coincidence, but it really seemed like we had it all planned out, huh?
You discerned our whereabouts so quickly.
It's almost comforting how little you two have changed. But come on, galloping to our rescue atop a white stallion? Even you have to admit that's a little much.
Such an entrance comes naturally to me, I suppose.
You and me both, Eustace.
So this guy is Governor General Rufus's...
His younger brother, yes. And the half-stack's one of Little Bunny's relatives, too.
She isn't exactly your relative.
Forgive us, we haven't yet introduced ourselves.
I'm Milliam. Milliam Orion. Nice to meet ya.
And I'm Eustace Alberea, second son of Duke Alberea. It's a pleasure to meet you, my Class VII successors.
So we move on to 12:30. It's so weird how the hours kind of match up between playtime and getting around and all that, but yeah. It's not. It's a little bit faster their time, but still. Ah, those fantabulous manners. Those manses. With their crazy floors that I just want to play football on. Set up some goalposts. For grand old time. No one hit the chandelier though. It's expensive. Mind if you scuff the floor, we can polish that out. Let me make sure I've got this straight. We have House Cayenne to the west and House Alberea to the east. House Longner is to the north and House High Arms is to the south. These make up the four great houses. Yes, you can consider them the leaders of the nobility. And we have 2 out of 4 right here. I'm the third son, so I'm really only here to observe. Eustace is the actual representative for House Alberea. Temporarily. Duke Cayenne is in prison while Marquis Longner declined to participate. The situation is more or less the same as last year. It's too bad. I understand why it is what it is, but it's still concerning. What about it? Well... if you won't say it, I will. The era of the nobility being in power is over. What? You didn't hold back one bit? It pains me to hear it, but that makes it true nonetheless. I'm sure you felt it in Sutherland, but Lemaire and Kreutzen are getting more and more influenced by the government as well. I imagine it intends to do away with the current tax system entirely through the 8 Metropolis plan. I believe the Empire does need to change, but moving forward with social reform too quickly will only result in confusion and unnecessary conflict. There have been reportedly been instances of ruling lords relinquishing their land only for that land to be bought by companies and the common people living there forced out. I think I heard something similar, in fact we did. Restructuring the government is a rational move from their perspective, but this isn't the way to go about it. I agree with you. But it's hard to go against the word of the Blood and Iron Chancellor. Rean. What was that? Our strategy to counter this rapid change will be one of the main focuses of the Imperial Provincial Council. That is our duty as the nobility. You needn't be forced to focus on anything but your own duties. Eustace, you have yourself a deal. I'll be rooting for you. Leave everything to me. I hope your own exercise is also rewarded in time. So do I. It's vital that we confirm if there are Jaeger corps roaming the area. I've already contacted both the Brigadier General and the RMP. If only we can figure out who they are. They don't belong to either of the ones that appear in Sutherland, right? No, judging by their uniform. But their gear didn't match with anyone registered in the database. we should already have a pretty good grasp on all the cores in the western side of the continent. What if it is an existing core or some other group in disguise? That's always possible. If I had to wager a guess, they would be... They said something about their enemy. The Dragon's Formation? Whatever that means. I'm surprised you heard them. Interesting. So these purple Jaegers have an enemy. Judging by the use of formation, they're patrolling in hopes of executing a surprise attack on them. That's not enough for me. But who are these dragons? It does ring a bell. I feel as though I remember it as part of information we've already gathered. I have to wonder where these purple Jaegers intend to go. We saw them heading toward the eastern hillside. Towards the field exercise camp. No, it wasn't quite there. I mean, there's like nothing in that direction. Either you go along the river, you just hit the canyon. What if that was the destination? If the dragon's already in position within the canyon, then the Jaegers can go and launch a surprise attack. I can see that. Instructor, we're going to Raquel this afternoon, right? It's in that area we passed just this morning on the train. That area is called Languedoc Canyon. We'll be passing through anyway, so we may as well look into this. I know the area pretty well myself. It's like your own personal playground, you naughty, naughty boy. Easy, easy. Glad to have you around. I'll leave everything related to Raquel and the Jaegers to you. We'll make our way there as soon as we contact the camp. Oh, maybe I can go too. It's about time for the Millie Tilly Lammy Sammy reunion special. I'm okay. She's okay. Both instructor and students were treated to a modest lunch of sandwiches and tea. Upon finishing, they then said their goodbyes to Eustace and Patrick. Sheesh, I was thinking this last time we passed through. When nobles are rich, they're really rich. Having that much money must rot your brain. I imagine maintenance on a manor of this size costs a small fortune. While it is the castle of the most prosperous noble family in the Empire. The most jailed one as well? I've heard the Albreya home is pretty sizable as well, Lord Eustace. Well, as you might imagine, it can hardly be compared to this one. I don't know, I'd say it's apples to apples. Yeah, William's right. I remember my jaw dropping when I first saw your place.
Hold on. Who are these people?
Ah, my lord. I see you've returned.
Are these friends of yours, Patrick? The conference is only a day away, so hold on. Aren't you...
Eustace Alberea, Duke Alberea's second son. I do believe we've met before, in the capital.
Oh, well, you've certainly shot up like a beanstalk since then. I hardly recognize you. Oh, it's a shame about your father. But Rufus has been making quite a name for himself. With Kreutzen in your capable hands, I have no doubt that the Alberea name will be well on its way back to greatness. Though still nowhere near the level of House Cayenne.
What's this guy's problem? It seems the rumors were true. Oh, your face is a familiar one too. That's right, you were in that medal ceremony in the capital. You're the Ashen Chevalier. Now I'm an instructor at a military academy. Rean Schwarzer, at your service. These are my students from Thors Branch Campus. Now where have I heard of you? Ah yes, weren't you foisted onto Wallace? Anyway, I am Wilhelm Ballard, interim overseer of Lamar. Though perhaps that interim disclaimer will be gone in the next couple of days. Now, Rean, I've heard the princess is quite taken with you. If you want, I suppose I could take you under my wing to improve your chances. A lower noble like you must hardly know how to comport himself among the aristocracy. I'm alright. it's that creepy old jerk's problem? Rudeness to start with. Marcus Ballard. We heard his name in Ordis. He's the uncle of the now arrested Duke Cayenne, and next in line to be granted that very title. Huh. No way! He's gonna be the most powerful noble in Erebonia. It does seem as though he's the leader candidate. Duke Cayenne signed no heirs before his arrest, after all. Oh boy, the future of the port city's looking bright. Based on what he said, it sounds like one of the topics of the council will be nominating the next Duke Cayenne. Not officially, but yes. That doesn't necessarily guarantee that Ballard will succeed the previous Duke. But it is essential that we choose a successor. If that shameful excuse for a noble were to be elected, he would clearly use the government solely for his personal gain. I would never support such a candidate. Eustace, Patrick. I wish you both the best of luck with the council. I'll be rooting for you. Thank you. Likewise. Good luck with your missions. And Minium, try to stay out of trouble. Roger that. I'll be home in time for dinner. That one girl. Count Eaglet's granddaughter. Oh, her. Her name is Muse. I believe she used to attend the girls' school in the capital. Why do you ask? Don't tell me you're smitten. Count Eaglet was the advisor to the previous Duke Cayenne. However, when the now arrested Duke came to power, he pushed Count Eaglet into retirement. Serene, you off to Raquel? Yeah, after we stopped by the field exercise camp. You said you're going to do some intelligence division work here around the mansion, right? I thought you might come with us. I thought about it, but I figured you guys can handle those Jaegers on your own. I'm going to keep looking for info around the port city. Info about the society. Really? Did you find proof of their presence here? Nothing concrete yet, but something was bothering me. And the intelligence division too. They're getting real tired of always being a step behind the society. They couldn't rubber stamp my request to investigate this place fast enough. Damn, between her and the redhead, their intelligence division sounds like a circus. Minium and Major Randall are likely the exception, not the rule. That's your plan, Minium. But be careful. We'll keep each other posted if we learn anything new, right? You bet your sweet bippy we will. Looking forward to what you learn in the canyon. Anyway, I'm off. See you later, newbies. Bye, Minium. Newbies? Well, I guess she's technically our upperclassman. It's nice to have one who's so cute. She's still only 15, it's true. But she's been through a lot, and she knows what she's doing. We can rely on her. Looks like Ali doesn't buy it. There's not much of a family resemblance, but aren't you two sisters? Formally speaking. Still, I can't deny her combat experience. I imagine she'll be able to handle herself. We should focus on the task at hand. My thoughts exactly. Alright, back to camp then on to Raquel. Of course we're not going back to camp and on to Raquel, because you know like this is going to completely have changed people, isn't it? Has it moved forward or not? Relatively speaking, my family is fairly progressive for a noble house. It has. There is more dialogue. We believe that nobility needs a seat to change, that the very idea of what it means to be noble should be challenged and redefined. Mercedes' family, meanwhile, is very set in their ways, putting our houses at loggerheads. Meanwhile, yes, Mercedes and I have been forbidden from seeing one another. However, while the Imperial Provincial Council is underway, we will both be in Ordis. Perhaps this is our chance. I mean, technically, this is afternoon, right? 12:30. This is a travesty. Does Marcus Ballard truly intend to reform the government like this? Inconceivable. What is that man doing? Why would a noble put other nobles in an unfavorable position? Aren't the big-name nobles supposed to protect we lesser nobles from the government? Damn fool! He's supposed to protect his fellow nobles from any sort of governmental meddling or taxation. Yes. Don't tax the rich or anything, that's stupid. We at the coastal garrison have 4 squads deployed throughout the city, though I'm afraid we've received no reports of the Jaegers you mentioned. Perhaps if it had just started to deploy. Only the poor should have to pay. It's customary in Ordis to hire an escort ship to protect your merchant ship. The biggest fleet of said escorts is owned by a group known as the Sea Jaegers, truly the ideal pirate countermeasure. What's more, every big job is a chance for an escort ship to make a name for itself. The better they do, the more jobs they earn. Well, that's how it works now. Rumour has it the government might start regulating the merchant ships' hiring of escorts. They just love to complicate things. Nobility, escort ships, Jaegers, they will find the way they were. Why are they so determined to overcomplicate things? I don't know. But let's check out this area. They still arguing, kiddo? I told them to stop, but Papa and Mama are fine again, Oliver.
I have an idea. How would you like me to read you a book? I'll read it you with my beautiful mellifluous voice.
I begged them to stop fighting, but they wouldn't listen. It's like they don't even care about me. Book, you say?
That's not true. You are your family's pride and joy, their treasure. Simply the two of them aren't always the best at expressing that. What do you say we leave them be for now? Oh dear, perhaps I've gone too far. For the sake of my young lady's heart, I do hope that the conference ends peacefully, especially in this household.
I don't always understand Oliver, but he's the only one who's helped me, so I'm going to be a good girl for him.
Being a good girl.
But how can I stand against the Marquis? Not about standing against him. It's about standing for what matters to you. Once you've determined what that is, you have your answer.
Could it be so simple?
My husband is not a bad man by any means, but the life of a noble ill suits him, which is why I will not abide other houses trying to drag him around. I will find us a way through this however I can.
Lady Ramona, they're not fighting. It just seems like Lady Ramona's being the brains of the operation. My wife makes it sound so easy, but she's not the one doing the negotiations. The woman walks all over me. If I can't stand up to my wife, how am I supposed to stand up to Marcus Ballard? Ah, okay, yeah, that's also another issue. You want to lead as a partnership and not just steamroll over the other partner. So they feel that they've got no agency. Yes, I can see where the real problems lies here. So they are fighting. Yes. There is an actual problem there. One of these days I'm going to step through and the priest is going to be kissing the nun. Scandalous. Sister Sienna, let's get started with the decorations.
Oh, actually, I wanted to make snacks.
Snacks?
I want to hand them out to the children who join us for Mass.
Well, that seems a little sudden, Sienna. You do know you'll need to hurry, right?
I'll do my best. I can't get the idea out of my head. I'm just glad my idea wasn't rejected. I need to do my best.
Where are you, hidden quests? You do have a recipe, right?
Please go and buy the ingredients. I will get started on the decorations for the summer festival.
They don't even have a kitchen in these places. Those who are plotting, those who are planting seeds. This provincial council is rife with underlying ideas. Anyway, I better focus on adjusting those ideas so that the council goes more smoothly. Only the 4 great houses have new heads. I suppose this old man should help them out. The tax system is still in a state of flux. Our tax revenue will continue to decrease. And if we follow Marcus Ballard, we will be guaranteed higher standards than we have now. To be honest, I've invested half my worth in Marcus Ballard. After the council, my return should be at least tenfold. I hope you help us out too. I feel like that's a bad investment.
I don't intend to tell the nobles what to do, but rather than focusing on increasing wealth, I'm sure it would do more good to use that wealth to save lives.
Honestly, it seems like I'm using the wrong voice, and it seems like the nobles of today are causing problems on their own.
Yes, they are.
There's a chapel in Rackwell, but there are always issues, and many who were appointed there haven't lasted very long. The father and sister who are there now are doing their best, but I'm a little worried.
Are you now?
Right, one more house to check here. Straight over to you. Oh, really close. We got really close.
Though the Florid family may not be rich or have that much power, we are a prestigious house, so as maids are required to have skills worthy of their prestigious name. Rennie overdoes it a bit. She should not make such a gloomy face. Her job is to support her masters.
I wonder if the Florid hasn't got lots of money because they hire so many maids. They've got loads!
The Florid house is the prestigious house in Le Maire, so as maids are required to have skills worthy of their name. Rennie and Citrine have a lot of work on. My teacher had an indomitable mind and was very skilled.
Indomitable.
They have tons of maids. Lady Ferris seems to be too focused on this. It seems kind of dangerous. I don't think she should be handling something like this. If I don't keep myself busy, I may end up running straight to her. Seems Ferris is still out. Master Vincent is currently taking care of Floor's territory. Master's been using his extra time to talk to his friends and plan for the council. He believes that this council will be much more important than any of the previous ones. Yes, because it's going to be attacked! I gathered and analysed all the information I could get, but setting all emotions aside, Marcus Ballard is a truly outstanding entrepreneur. With the right supporting cast, he should suffice as the head of the Cayenne household. The only issue is that he has a questionable character. For the time being, we need to move carefully. That we do. Alright, one area checked out. I think I need to go this way, right? Bing! Yep. Oh, that area hasn't actually been checked out, weirdly. That area didn't get mapped.
Got a need for speed!
That we do.
Ready to go.
Let's go. Because didn't Annabelle say she was going fishing later in the afternoon? And didn't I say, yeah, I'll meet you. I'll get there. Oh, wait. Nope. Bumpy road. Can't bike. Wonder if can horse.
Yeah!
It's my turn!
Let's go! Let's go! I got this.
It's my turn!
Let's use you to do it. Just shoot the rock.
There!
I want to get the extra SP. Yeah, there she is. Now don't summon a horrible gigantic fish monster, please. Oh, the tide has changed. The way this one feels on the line. It must be a huge Queen Hazelfish. So different tackles will work better as the tide changes. Good to know. She's getting pretty into this, but I guess that's Annabelle for you. Actually, she's learning everything by just doing. That's great. Oh, the tide has changed, yeah. Okay, cool. Done. Really? Nothing else? We'll be back for you, I guess. Can't get on my bike. Why won't you let her get me on my bike?
Let's go!
I had high hopes for her then, by the way. I mean, she was so far off the beaten track of everyone else that I kind of expected her to have a goodie. Because I knew she was going outside. Maybe she'd have one? Answer is no. Nothing in here but a rock. Still feels like an area where we should be fighting something again later, maybe.
Yeah! Let's go!
Yeah.
Off we go then. And I'm guessing whatever's this way we can't go, but I didn't actually try before, so... I think we're as far south as we need to be. Okay then. Back to Ordis. I guess we'll go to the Harbour District. Let's check out everywhere. Annabelle didn't have anything. The freight ship from earlier was carrying tons of art pieces. We need to be careful when handling them. We carried everything by hand. Although when we carried that huge sculpture, it made my muscles twitch. He loves muscles, he does. When these muscles twitch, they feel good. Okay. Just talking about his twitching muscles. Thank you so much. You guys were a big help. I guess your dialogue wouldn't change because we can still do the quest now, I take it. Not too long ago, Ordis was the center of all trade and Lust had enormous wealth. But the Imperial Navy started getting involved and they're considering taking control of part of the port. The times are changing. Anyone out there still, just on that last pier? We got some extra people for sit-down dinner, have we? I got on a ship that took us on a tour around the bay. It was just so fun. And the pilot here was to die for. Love how you're talking about ships in the chat here. The summer festival starts tomorrow. I guess we have an extra day. I know, maybe we go to Raquel. Since I took the night train, I was asleep when I passed through it. Did you miss a fishing point and chest? No, I didn't. I found passion leggings. It's all good. Hey, Claire, why don't ships sink? Where are you? Well, because they're ships. But they're so big and they carry so much. Why is that? I didn't see that kid. It's so small. And well, I wanted that too. Where did the kid go? Oh, the kid's there! Wow, you went invisible behind that chair. I want to learn a lot of things. Why can birds fly? Why is juice so yummy? But Claire won't tell me.
You have to go through a whole game to learn why birds fly. And they still don't tell you the answer. Properly, anyway. Lady Luna always asks me questions about everything. Master's good at answering her questions, but when will my master and lady come back? In the future. In order to compete for the Summer Festival prize, we need to medal in at least 3 more races. It's harder than you might expect. Can you do it, Wonder? Yep, leave it to me. I trust you. Those are in prime conditioning, so you should start doing conditioning training for yourself tomorrow. Yeah, this guy's too big. He needs to be, like, shorter, doesn't he? If he wants to be a jockey, that's the advantage, right? Yep, start jogging tomorrow. He's gonna jog off some size. Winning the Summer Festival prize has always been our dream. I'll do anything to get it. The best horse, the best environment. Good luck, Wonder. It's muscles, man. One of them's gone. Oh, I was supposed to be able to go home today. Sorry, Luca. Sorry, Mum. I'll be gone a bit longer. I'll clean up as fast as I can, so cut me some slack. We're not on your case. We are not on your case. Where's this guy having a fit? That's what I wanted to see. Oh, please come to Close Mall. It's a one-stop shop for all your shopping needs. I know you'll be completely satisfied. I guess we've got some separate mirror to put in again. My ships dock at this wharf every day, right, McNigel? Make sure you don't get on the wrong ship. Some of them set sail for faraway countries. In the worst case scenario, you might not make it back. Domestic ships aren't too bad, but if you get on an international one, well, it'll suck to be you. One person accidentally went to Remiferia. It took them 5 days to get back. 5 days isn't that long. Yeah, okay, it is. To the Sailor's Bar, Miranda's Tavern. Hi, Leonore, what are you doing here? The Civil Well. I've heard many rumours about them. After the Civil War, the seas were all occupied by the Imperial Navy. All the escort fleets ultimately either disbanded or were dissolved. There were so many characters. Kind of sad not seeing them around. So that relates to Leonora. Glad to see you're doing well, Miranda. Need a hand? I'll help out a bit if you don't mind. I appreciate the offer, but you should relax a little. You're really going to have your hands full once you get back, right? As far as I'm concerned, this is your home, so just kick back a little and enjoy yourself. You're always so good to me, Miranda. Oh, it's Leo. You seem to be enjoying yourself. Oh, hey guys, the rest of Class 7 too, huh? Judging by your uniforms, you must be from the same school as Leo. You call her Leo too? I haven't heard anyone outside the branch campus call her that before. You two must be close. Well, Miranda's pretty much like a mother to all the sailors here. On top of that, she's extra kind to those of us without a family. Leo's fleet was full of children like her, but together, they made a new family, and I was so happy they let me be a part of it. But after the Civil War, they all split up, and the Silver Well escort fleet was no more. Well, the Imperial Navy is supposed to take over our job now. Does that mean it was the government that forced your fleet to disband? Yeah, they said it was part of restoring order after the Civil War. Some of us really resented that decision. Most of us, including me, just accepted it as the changing times. Some of us even joined the Navy. Interesting. Anyway, if you're Leo's friends, then I've just got to treat you to a meal. This is our signature dish. Enjoy! Well, thank you for 6 seafood boil stems. I get that it's boiled seafood, but boiled seafood sounds better than seafood boil. Seafood boil sounds like something you pop and it would smell really fishy. Wow, it's great! Thank you very much. Hey man, does he ever stop by anymore? No, not at all. I've only heard rumours about him. Leonora? You look really serious all of a sudden. Do I? Well, it's not that big a deal. Don't worry about me. When we go, it's usually a sign of something else. We'll have to keep checking Leonora quite heavily, I feel. But that happens anyway, because we scan everyone. We're in the thing. Leo used to come here a lot. She wasn't even 10 the first time she came. She was so full of energy. That sure takes me back. Seems like she's doing well at the military academy, so that's a relief. Seafood boil, don't pop it, it'll smell bad. The escort fleet's all many disbanded or was dissolved. It's kind of sad not seeing him around. Yeah, you said. Sailing can get really boring at times. That's why every sailor has a hobby. Mine is reading. I can live without it. The big lunch rush was hell. How does Miranda always manage to have a smile on her face? She washes the dishes and works longer than me. She doesn't even break a sweat. No way, that can't be true. She's just, like, good at the job. You'll get there. There's no way she can be fun on such a hectic battlefield.
She's been doing it for a while, you know. Oh no, when in Ordis. Yeah, that's right, beach vacation. Father, it's only June. Not to mention, aren't all the beaches owned by nobles? Wouldn't it be a hassle? Now that you mention it, I'm sure there's something we can do. Let me think. The beaches around here should all be owned by nobles. I don't want to beg them to use it. That sucks. It's not a public beach at all? Well, I cannot swim. You get seasick really easily. That's what I learned today. Well, I guess not having public beaches means that the beaches are actually spotless and the environment around it is actually kept really clean as well. I guess it's a kind of win some, lose some situation. You want people to enjoy the beaches. When people enjoy the beaches en masse, they tend to litter and wreck the beaches. Oh no! Whose side am I on? I don't know, this is too deep a question. I used to be a bad person. At one point I was even wanted by the army. But I was betrayed by my closest friend and almost got killed. Sir Eaglet saved me. He treated me well after that too, and now I live a normal life. This was years ago. Even now, Sir Eaglet and I are still acquaintances. I'll never be able to pay him back for everything he's done for me. Maybe I should give someone that ground sausage. Hey, there seems to be a lot of really rich people at the airport. We should go too. Her name's not Bianca. Her name's Blanca. Street Fighter. She's gonna go green and Hulk out. Oh, I know it's not spelled the same, but still. Oh, aren't they the nobles that came for the Imperial Provincial Council? We're gonna get in trouble if we get too close. Now, let's go. There may be a non-geezer handsome guy. That shouldn't be your reason why. Non-geezer handsome guy. She needs to be more careful. Sometimes I get lost when I'm with her. That's probably a typo, yes. Who are you? Or maybe someone just slipped in on purpose. Who are you? I haven't seen you before. What are you doing here? Sorry, I got lost and... Whoa, you're a noble, aren't you? Why are you being so careless? I got caught by a scary person. Damn it. Since I know the streets well, I'll show you around. So where do you want to go? Oh, I got caught by a scary person. It's actually trying to help. They're going to have a great time. And a friendship is born, right? God, that was a long load. There are so many conflicting agendas. The nobles may be tangled up with the pro and anti-government forces in a giant wad of string. You must all follow your own beliefs. Just do what you feel is best. That's what I'm doing. You all headed to Raquel. It's also known as the Entertainment City, and where there is entertainment, trouble is never far behind. Please be careful. Thank you for your concern. Did we tell her we're going to Raquel? The sooner is very bright. Everyone from your house is pretty sneaky. Are your special operations missions going well? Personally, I don't want you to put yourself in danger. Don't risk your life. I won't. Though as a student at a military academy, sometimes that can't be avoided. Don't do anything that puts your life at risk. Just don't do anything stupid. No stupidity. By the way, they're bigging up Raquel as a city. Does that mean I've got another city this size to talk to everyone? I know as the game goes on, things get different, but there's an event here at the Ordis private home. Let's just finish off this part of the street. You don't really hear Brigadier General Wallace get mentioned, probably because he's a Sutherland noble. I hear he's quite skilled. Since he took over the Unified Regions Army, there haven't been many issues. It's made things easier for us too. And the Brigadier General Wallace's men really trust him. I also heard that he's good friends with General Aurelia. Something about him's gotta be pretty crazy. They let you choose the flowers to make a custom bouquet. They showed me one, and it was so pretty. It was amazing. I want to order one too. I really like bouquets. That's kind of why I started my own flower shop. I completely understand how she feels. No other cool things to buy. This is where we get the anti-fate solution after all. Flowers, they help us out. It's a Lamea tradition to give out one small side dish for free during the summer festival. Peanuts! We need to get ready soon. What should we do? Peanuts, easy. Everyone likes them at a bar. It's great with beer. A seaman can't work on the land. You just drink and be lazy. A never-ending way. My daughter Betty's always going out. She's always talking about handsome men. I won't allow her to become a trollop. No! She's going to become a trollop! And the topics of the council are what to do with the government, tax reform, and according to my interviews in town, it looks like Marcus Ballard is going to be chosen. The more conservative nobles really hate him, so it may lead to some resentment in the future. They need to be careful. The more conservative ones? Right. The waves. Back into the South Orbital Factory. That's the word, trollop. Did you not know that trollop was a word? You just searched up the meaning of trollop. You didn't know what trollop was. Okay. I guess it's a more English word, to be honest. I'd have thought. I did not hone my skills for the sake of the nobles, but they bring me here whenever something happens in the castle hall. The castle hall? Could you be referring to the Cayenne house? I heard that all the glassware in the Duke's residence was made by Mr. Strauss. Really? So this old man is a super famous craftsman? Guess you can't get much more high profile than that. Oh, he's worse than the Duke. Yes, he is. I think the word trollop, though, is very phased out and hasn't been used in ages. But when I was young, I still heard it. When I was young, there was an art event called the Imperial Biennial that is held every 2 years. They say it's a gateway to fame for up-and-coming artists, so I would like to enter it eventually. When the time comes, I will need to create something better than that line over there. Wait, that line piece was just for practice. It's so good! Luther is a genius, whether he's just practicing or making actual glasswork. I imagine his grandfather's blood runs thickly through his veins. Oh, we could buy this now if we wanted to. Shall I just buy Beowulf? CP plus 5 per enemy kill, so it's just the arts version. When HP low, all stats go up, and you get reduced 80 delay after fire arts. So that's the Firecaster version. Well, we'll buy it, why not? We know no matter what, it could be someone's good second course as a caster, couldn't it? Where's the line piece? How am I blind? Oh, up there. That is practice. That's glass blowing. That's insane. Hi kiddo, what's up? I wonder what's taking him so long. I hope he didn't get into an accident. He'll be fine. I gave him a pumice stone, so he should be fine. A pumice stone? Sailors and Ordis consider it a good luck charm. The idea is that since pumice floats on water, the boat won't capsize. Do I need to remember this? I see. Oh, this would be a good story for Monk. Ah, it's a radio story. We got new material for the radio. I wonder what's taking him so long. He said he was going to tell me stories about other countries when he got back. I'm preparing the dishes for the summer festival. It's customary in this area to hand out a dish to your neighbours. Of course, they do the same for us, so during the summer festival, we will have a nice feast. That's the point of a festival. Right, I guess we should send that message on to Monk. We'll go upstairs to do it. You should probably report to Monk.
I've been waiting, Rean. Give me the dirt.
So here's what I've heard. Rean told Monk a story that could be used for the radio.
That's good stuff. I'll send you your prize.
You should be there by tonight, so keep an eye out. Sure, thank you, Monk. I'll take another sticker. How many stickers will I have in the end? And that leaves us with one last area here, and nothing found. Yet. Keep an eye out. Will be good, surely. Actually, wait a second. One thing found, but it was literally marked on the map. Nothing marked on the map here, though. Well, Salisbury Sam. Ice cream and crepes. I think we're just about set up. Let's make this summer festival another great one. And to Riviera Court and to meet with Ferris yet again. There's so much left to do, from cutting costs to improving customer approval rates. That said, reform alone will not suffice. There's still one major issue to deal with. Are you okay, Ferris? You don't look so good. Oh, don't worry, I'm quite well. I just have a lot on my mind, that's all. No matter what it takes, I will find something. It's my duty as a branch manager, after all. It would be a disgrace as a Thors graduate were I to give up so easily. No matter what it takes, I will find something. It's my duty as a branch manager. It is. Bad rumours about our store have been going around recently. Something about damaged goods and insects.
Can't believe it. We only carry the best goods, even serve the Kayan house. I'm sure the people at Class Mall are the ones spreading these rumors. Oh, we're into the dirty kind of fighting now, are we? Rumor has it the buttons on our products come off easily. On top of that, some angry customer came in and started complaining. That's not possible. All of our highest quality products are made by craftsmen. Wow. This is truly dirty fighting. I'll buy it for the hell of it. Why not, I guess. Evergreens cost 50k, so that quest gave us a 50k attachment. That was making money, that was. Riviera Court's reputation hasn't been that good recently. Rumour has it their quality isn't that good, and their prices are too high. I'm not convinced. At the very least, their quality seems pretty top-notch to me. Don't believe everything you hear? It's probably the thing. Lady Ferris is working hard, but no, we can't rely on her for everything. We need to help come up with countermeasures. Yes! It's a team, Dr. Mishi. Ordis has so many unique products to offer. They have Eastern ceramics and medicine. It's all so wonderful. But the prices can get high. I just can't justify it. So, Eleanor, do you know what you want to buy? I still need a little more time, honey. Sure, we're on vacation, so we have all the time in the world. A vacation would be nice. Milliam? Oh, hey, team. I was trying to do looking or something. But I don't even know where to start asking. Oh, well, time to lean on the classic info gathering tactic. Going around talking to random strangers. Exactly. You sure that's your best move? Hey, Gabe, don't question this. Well, if she comes up empty, it just proves that I'm the better information gatherer. I'll be fine. Got some tricks in my sleeve. Do you know? What now the four great houses will represent themselves at this year's provincial council? Marquis Ballard is standing in for House Cayenne, and Lord Eustace for House Alberea. I even heard tell that the head of House Logner is currently under house arrest. Perhaps the four great houses are not what they used to be. Maybe they're not. Anyway, good luck at the canyon. We'll meet up and trade info later. There's no way you can outdo me, though. Can't mock literally what I'm doing right now. Don't be like that, game. Eustace seems to be working hard. Well, the shadows up above. But he won't be able to change the majority. I don't want to bear the burden of holding the future of the nobles in my hand. I'm an entrepreneur. I will always make the decision that makes the most business sense. This is a difficult political situation. I have heard speculation that other things are happening behind the scenes. The Imperial Provincial Council attracts prestigious people from all over the Empire. Their prestige will be tested. When it takes place in Ordis, my best hotel staff put into service. The Cayenne family owns this hotel. The prestige of this province is on the line. Let's do our absolute best to make this a success. Game's trying to tell others that you should move on so they can entertain the viewers. That's what I'm trying to do. The game also has missables. You know how it is. My hotel offers a taxi service. You can enjoy the nightlife without worrying about the time. However, this is only offered to suite guests or counts and above. But I think by now everyone knows the expectation. I can manage it. Oh, Viscountess, it's nice to see you. Oh, hello, Count. Thank you for your hard work again this year. So what are the prospects of this year's conference? I'm simply here to see it through. The only pressing issue is whether Marquis Ballard is capable. Impressive, unlike my husband. Would you happen to know of any man who would make a good husband? Oh, has Lady Marion still not said yes? I suppose her standards are as high as one would expect. Starting to get a little embarrassing. Nope, nothing there. No extra talking. When Duke Cayenne started the Civil War, all the nobles endorsed him, but they did a quick 180. I respect them for that. I respect them, Imperial nobles. I respect them for that. You do. Respect them for that. Off we go. Oh, that's not a door there. It's a double room. Phew, we finally finished organising everything. The only thing is this book. Hey, Anna, why don't you take it? Yes. I'm already done with it. I finished reading it on my long trip to Ordis. Missables. Atlas Edgar, chapter 6, that we could probably get in the shop. Thank you ever so much. Phew, we can finally relax. My lady, please have a seat. I'll make you some tea. Things seem to be a little different this year. I guess the time has come. It has been a year and a half since the current Duke Cayenne was arrested. It is time to choose the next one. Now that I have dropped off the luggage, I should talk to my husband. Well, now that we got 2 books in the goods again, let's read a book. What was the book I got? I got
The Heartless Edgar chapter 6, but it was a moral hero I got one of before. Let's read that. Excellent. Missables. Part 3, the successor of the immoral hero. The townsfolk were too terrified to stand up to Mark. I'm grateful to Mark for saving our town, one local remarked, but if I say or do the wrong thing, he'll assume I'm an enemy and have my head. The others shared in his sentiment and started praising Mark again, both out of fear and to calm his wrath. Mark seemed satisfied with this, so he finally remembered how important a hero is. He arrogantly said to a crowd, "Exterminating monsters is simply pest control. You see, if you don't kill them all as soon as they appear, they'll multiply and wreak havoc. They must be destroyed. I want you all to help me." One day, Mark was tracking a kidnapper that had been spotted in town, with Shino following not too far behind. Mark rallied some of the townsfolk who helped him uncover the kidnapper's identity and decided to catch the criminal in the act. Mark stealthily tailed the kidnapper and waited for the latter to approach a victim, then pounced, like a lion that had caught its prey. The kidnapper was dead before he even hit the ground. Mark grinned, proud of his heroic efforts. He then extended a hand to the kidnapper's victim. "You saw that, didn't you? You're safe now. I killed the enemy." The victim was a young girl. Mark recognized her as the smiling baby he had saved all those years ago, when he had first become a hero. But her face showed no trace of that bright smile. Instead, she stood there, dumbfounded and covered in the kidnapper's blood. Dad? Why? Mark was confused. He'd been expecting words of gratitude. He looked down at the dead, bleeding man and noticed a colourful bouquet and a birthday card. "What's going on?" Mark asked the stunned girl. "I killed the man that kidnapped you." The girl stared at Mark, her pale face that was initially full of fright, now full of hatred. "Murderer! You murderer! What did my father do to deserve this?" Mark was shocked at the young girl's words and couldn't believe someone of her age was filled with such rage. Saving this girl as a baby had started Mark's career as a hero. He felt a chill down his spine. Without saying anything, he turned around and left the girl with her dead father, Shino following close behind. Mark had no idea at the time that the kidnapper was the girl's father. Due to a family argument, the father had sneaked into town to see his daughter, which was where the kidnapping rumors started. And with her birthday drawing close, he'd been looking for the perfect opportunity to deliver his gifts to her. Mark fled the town, wiping the sweat off of his face. He killed many monsters up until this point, but it wasn't until the girl called him a murderer that he realized he'd been killing other humans. "I've been killing monsters, not people. Killing monsters makes people happy, so it's the right thing to do, right?" He wondered aloud, trying to convince himself. Shino shrugged. "You took down the enemies, so why don't we go tell the townsfolk?" he asked. Mark felt unnerved. "Why don't you tell them instead of me?" he requested. "Why though?" Shino asked casually. "After all, you're always rushing to brag about your heroics to them as soon as you can anyway." Mark felt even more unnerved at Shino's detached words. The girl's voice started echoing inside Mark's head. "Murderer! You murderer! What did my father do to deserve this?" Mark felt pure horror for everything he'd done and finally confessed to Shino. "I'm going to stop pretending to be a hero. If you want to become a hero, you should." With that, Mark handed his prized sword, which was still dripping with blood, to his younger brother. Shino grinned, his eyes alight with alarming joy. "Really? Then I'll be a hero in your place." Unable to hide his elation at finally achieving his dream of becoming a hero, Shino accepted the sword and plunged it into Mark's heart without a moment's hesitation. "Ha ha ha! I killed the monster, so that makes me a hero, doesn't it, Mark?" Shino beamed as his older brother fell to the ground. He wiped the blood off the sword and sheathed it with pride. He was now the spitting image of Mark. All that needs to happen now is for the townsfolk to see that I'm the hero. As Mark watched Shino joyously stride into town, he repented his deadly sins and closed his eyes for the last time. Why are the stories of this all so dark? What? Okay then. Well, if it's titled The Immortal Hero, we expect it to be something along those lines. But still. Right then, there's only a little bit to check out. It's basically Kleist and Combe. We're out of here. Let's get moving. Someone told me that the buttons on shirts from Riviera Court fall off right away. I also heard that the fruit they sell is mostly spoiled and there are bugs in all the vegetables. I, for one, will be doing all my shopping at Kleist Mall instead.